We're speaking with Tarryl Clark, who is running in Minnesota's 6th Congressional District to defeat Michele Bachmann. Tarryl, welcome to the program.
Oh, it's great to be here, Mike.
You've been here at Netroots here just for a little while here today. Have you had a chance to drink anything in that's going on?
Oh, it's been great to be around. I've gotten a chance to talk to a number of people who have been here a few days, and I was here last year for a bit, so it's just kind of interesting. It's getting a chance to see some people that I met last year as well.
So what are people talking about? What are the issues? What do people here want to know about you and about the race in Minnesota?
They want to know how they can help us win, which is great. And I think that they are certainly hearing a lot of issues, and what I'm hearing from people is, asking questions about what the district's like, but the things about the district are very true for many Americans, and people are frustrated. The economy is still not back the way it should be, and, the importance of making sure that we're actually moving forward instead of going backwards to the failed policies of the past.
Backwards and forwards, that's what President Obama was saying this morning in his address, and I think that was echoed by Nancy Pelosi as well. You're going to be speaking to the Netroots Nation tonight. What are you going to be talking about?
Well, I think I'm going to be talking a bit about how important it is that we're not letting the special interests take over the halls of Congress, that it's important that we really are focusing on our families and our communities and getting real things done, and that we have an opportunity in this race to make a real change.
Now, latest polling in Minnesota is showing you 10 points behind. That was a KSTP poll. Nine? Okay, 9 points behind. That's a KSTP poll. You take it for what it's worth. We're still quite a way. We're 101 days away from the election. Is that a poll that indicates that you're in trouble, or does it indicate that you're within striking distance?
Oh, it indicates we're in striking distance. El Tinklenberg in 2008 was 13 points behind in August. We know the polls will go all over the place, so you have to, give them a bit of a grain of salt. But it's a good thing. Michele Bachmann is under 50%. That is a bad thing for an incumbent. And it really is showing that people of the 6th District, as they're finding out who she's fighting for, are moving away from her. And we got to remember, we don't even have any of the college students around right now either.
Now, Minnesota's 6th Congressional District often gets painted as a very conservative district. Is that really the case?
I don't think so. I mean, we are in Minnesota. We're not in the Deep South. And this is a district that's voted for Senator Amy Klobuchar. It's a district that voted for Governor Tim Pawlenty and for Governor Ventura. And so a lot of ways people focus on the person over the party. I've won twice in the St. Cloud area, and we are doing everything we can to build the strongest grassroots effort, and the Netroots are an important part of that, as well as making sure we're going to have the resources to beat her on the airwaves.
Speaking of resources, fundraising numbers last quarter came out. You raised a boatload of money. Why is that? What is your organization doing that's raising all that money?
Well, it's been exciting. We're reaching out to an awful lot of people. We're now at over 25,000 donors just since August, and some of those money is coming from college students, people who have been out of work and trying to make a living for their family, seniors on fixed income. So we're reaching out in many ways, including online. We raised about $190,000 in the last quarter alone online, and so that's pretty exciting.
Now, your opponent there's been some controversy about how her money has been raised. There is some controversy about the fact that certain donors are probably not the most ethical donors. Do you have any comment on that?
I think it's important not to be taking resources for people who have fake enterprises. But I can't speak a lot to who and what she is taking money from. But a lot of her money is coming from out of state. She's made it a national race. And we're going to go ahead and work as hard as we can to work with anyone who wants to make sure we can take back the halls of Congress from the special interests and really be about families.
Now, your money, is most of it coming from within the state of Minnesota?
Yes.
And the Tea Party movement, however you want to put it, Michele Bachmann is trying to put that very much in the forefront of things. Are you reaching out to that same group? Is it a constituency that you would appeal to as well?
Well, again, broadly in this district, people want somebody who's going to stand up and fight for them. What I hear day after day from person after person is fears about whether they can retire or stay retired. Can they send their kids to college? Can they afford their health care? Are we ever going to get that North Star train all the way to St. Cloud? Do I have to sit in traffic? You know, I'd like to be able to hunt and fish, but where have the ducks gone? So they're worried about habitat. These are not partisan issues. People are frustrated, though, whether it's Democrats or Republicans. Washington still isn't working for us, and neither is Michele Bachmann. And so I think it's really important that we can understand that in this recession that people are frustrated, but perhaps some of their frustration may be misplaced because she certainly isn't working for them. By her own admission, she's done nothing for the people of the 6th District, and it's time that they have someone who's going to be a real representative instead of standing up for other agendas.
This morning, President Obama said it's time to finish the job. If you get into Congress, how are you going to help finish the job?
Well, what I'm going to do when I go to Congress, the same thing I've done in the state Senate and that I've done my whole life, you know, whether it's helping found Habitat for Humanity or running the Community Action Partnership statewide. It's bringing people together to solve problems. And I have a great track record in the Senate, whether it's been on veterans issues, consumer protection issues, environmental issues, job creation, about reaching out to actually get things done. So getting things done is important. Saying no is not a solution. Holding hearings and having subpoenas is not a solution. So, with Congresswoman Bachmann, I think she's shown that she's really not too interested in this job. She's interested in something else. And it's time we have somebody who actually is going to go and work to get things done.
We're asking everybody at Netroots the following question. What's next?
In terms of what?
In terms of however you want to take that.
Well, what's next? I mean, today I'm really excited my immediate what's next is reaching out to as many people who are part of the grassroots movement, which I consider Netroots to be a part of, and get them involved in our campaign and help them tell others that we can and how we're going to win this race. As soon as I get back tomorrow morning, though, I'm going to Stillwater for the Lumberjack Days Parade, and I'm going to be out there talking to voters there.
All right. Anything else you wanted to add?
Well, I think, the biggest issue really out there is jobs and job creation. And Michele's obvious desire for attention and headlines has not done a dang thing to create a job or help a family, feed their kids, or a senior be able to retire. And if people are looking for something that's actually someone who actually is going to make a difference and really help make sure that Congress is focused on their families and communities, come work with us to get this done.
Tarryl Clark, State Senator from Minnesota, thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thanks, Mike.